The last tool, which is an activation product, is called the Activator. Inside here is a little hand, and this was inspired from classical Chinese medicine. This is a percussion instrument. So you apply this anywhere in your body to help with your joint function and your muscles, because it detoxifies your body from the outside in. You can also use it on the inside of the elbows for liver, gallbladder, spleen, and large intestine, on the right elbow. Left elbow is heart and lungs. If you know someone who's having a heart attack or a stroke, you get right on this inside elbow, and it will draw all the stuff out, but it's going to work with your internal organs because that's a meridian pathway. On the back of the knees, that's pancreas and kidneys. And on the top of the hands and the top of the feet, you don't use the activator, you use your hand. And you slap the top of the hand, and it's 5 minutes. Each treatment is 5 minutes long. And you just focus on that one area for 5 minutes. If there is something wrong with your body, it will react quite a bit. It'll be a painful treatment because it's releasing the pain. It doesn't cause pain. If you've already fixed that part of your body and you use the activator in that part of your body again later, even a year later or 5 years later, nothing is going to happen because that's already been dealt with. And it's something that builds up in your body that you got to get rid of, because when your mom formed your body in her womb, she put all her nanoparticulate matter that she built up in her lifetime into your body as a baby. Then you're breathing 11,000 liters of air a day with all the pollutants. You're eating food that have contaminants in it. You're drinking fluids. And that starts to build up in your system, which causes joints to wear out. Things like tire dust. There's 10 billion pounds of tread dust that is released into the atmosphere every year from tires that wear out. That's just the weight of the treads. And the treads are made of rubber, cotton, epoxies, resins, ceramics, metals, chemicals, and plastics. And those things go 1.5 miles above all the highways, and we're breathing it 24 hours a day. And there's brake dust from brakes that wear out. Vehicles are a massive contaminant in the atmosphere, plus all the fuel that burns, all the carbon that you're ingesting as well through your breathing. It distributes to your whole body, and that's why people are wearing their hips and their knees out and getting hip replacements and knee replacements, because they didn't get the stuff out. This goes in and gets it out completely. And I learned about this on November the 1st, 2017. So since then, I've been working on my body and showing people with profound results with people every single time. My left knee was injured severely. This is one example of how powerful it is. My left knee was injured significantly from a crushing accident on an oil rig, where my knee was crushed by an 800-pound firewall, and it crushed the knee. It didn't break any bones, but it tore the ligaments. It messed my knee up significantly. And from 21 years old until I was 60, when I learned about this, I struggled with my left knee. I couldn't snow ski or water ski anymore because I couldn't even twist my knee at all. Even going down a set of staircase, I had to be careful, because if I twisted my knee, it would blow up like a basketball. And the arthritic pain and the aching was just constantly increasing over my lifetime, to the point where I was in my 40s. I couldn't even go to a theater or an auditorium or an arena and sit there with my knee bent at 90 degrees if I couldn't put my leg straight if somebody was sitting in the chair in front of me, which was most of the time. And I would have to leave within 20 minutes from the agonizing pain and just go and stand in the place if I wanted to stay in the movie theater or the arena for the sports. I'd had to stand up because I couldn't have my knee bent for more than 20 minutes. And it was a severe injury. So I did 8 5-minute treatments on my left knee in 2018. And all this stuff came out. It swelled up, and it had big dark color, and it burned, and it was very painful to treat my knee because there was so much pain inside my knee. 1 week later, everything drained, all the color was gone. The swelling was gone within 6 hours. And within 1 week, my knee was totally healed. It releases the dead blood and the dead cells and all the nanoparticles that you breathe. Plus it causes a call to action to your brain. Hey, there's a trauma site down here. I need stem cells to come in and do repair, because your body will repair itself back to its original blueprint. Now, if your knee is bone on bone and you have nothing left, well, that's a little bit too far, and you may have to get a knee replacement. But if it's still okay, but just really painful, this will absolutely stimulate the healing of your knee, that your body heals. This doesn't heal anything. All this does is get everything out of the way and do a call to action to have your body heal itself. So the Activator is a profoundly effective tool, definitely a must-have for everyone. And I feel so bad for people who are older. They're walking around stiff and sore. All they got to do is put these things in their body, everything smooths out, and get all the garbage out of the body from the outside in, get all the garbage in the body from the inside out, and you get a renewed life. You feel young again. Literally, I can do anything I want with my knees. My shoulders were also injured. Torn rotator cuff on this side 3 different times in my life at 24, 52, and 61 years old. And a 5-minute treatment on my shoulder here and all the way around. Perfect shoulders. I've got literally perfect shoulders. This shoulder was broken in 4 places when I was 16 from a very significant accident. And it always ached. I'm left-handed. I couldn't throw a baseball. Once I did the treatment all the way around, every square inch of the area, you focus on that area for 5 minutes, it blows up all that stuff. I can now pitch a baseball just like I could normally do before my shoulder was injured at 16. So this one, definitely check it out. You got to have courage to use it. Because when you first start doing it, it's like, whoa, okay. But then you realize it doesn't cause the pain, because when your body's healed, it doesn't ever cause pain again. So the treatment doesn't cause the pain, it releases the pain. And it's one of those things that you just put a mindset to it. You tell your body, hey, it's time to get healed. And the body will heal itself, but you have to support it. So when it comes to you in your life, you, the spirit being, the soul, because you are the soul, living in this physical body, and your body is not you, but it's a very big part of you, it's 1/3 of you. Your body is your number one asset. You can look at all the assets in your life you work for, whether it's real estate or investments or whatever it is. Your body is attached to everything, and your body staying alive keeps you here in the land of the living. And all of these things bring your quality of life way up, more than you even dream possible. So I turned 67 this June. I never dreamed I could be this healthy. I'm literally way healthier than I was when I was 20, 21 years old, when I thought I was super healthy, even though I had that injury that harmed me. But it's the way it is. It's your responsibility to take care of yourself. But you have to have the knowledge, the wisdom, the protocols, the tools, and the materials to be able to get your body to heal itself. Your job is to get your body super healthy, where your quality of life goes right to the maximum. You feel young. I feel like a kid, and I'm running around having the best time ever. And I no longer worry about how old I am, because it doesn't mean anything, except for what it does mean is the longer you do the right thing, the better you get in every category. The longer you do less than the right thing, the worse you get. So you just want to have a nice, gentle increase in everything from now on in your life, and your body just stays alive and stays alive and stays alive, because that's the whole goal. And we look at longevity and people who are old, they're suffering so much, nobody wants that. You just simply want to remain on the earth. As you get older in years, as those years go by, then you can get healthier and healthier and healthier, which shatters the existing paradigm of everyone who expects to have health problems as they get older. You can now completely reverse it, flip the script for yourself, and totally have an amazing life. Because the longer you're alive, the more wisdom, the more experience you have, the more value you can share with people around you. You want to be here for your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren, your great-great and great-great-grandchildren,